Oh, yeah.
Guess we'll have to solve the bond of attorney doorstep instead.
Right.
It's a hell of a lot
Maybe.
easier.
Yes. It definitely is easier than solving the entire US political regime and all of its problems. So this is session 128. Who would like to give a recap of 127?
So we started out just getting out of the portal from the realm of fire. And the so we all come out and Clave let the group know that Hellweir has intended to kill the four gods, and particularly in front of Lucerosi. Then the Hellweir um, started to like go to a procession, like to do some kind of ritual or ceremony, and was claiming to the group that he knew how to deal with the um, a pop or what Thurisdan, um, which didn't make any sense. Also, Hellweir seemed to be much more well spoken than uh, we remember him. And there were a bunch of like giants in the way and everything. So Clave teleported himself and Zarius in front of Hellweir to try and to talk to them and get them to see reason. But then that just started a fight, especially because to them, this dragon just changed into a beholder and then went out with Zarius. Hellweir apparently ordered for Zarius to be taken alive and others, eh. So a fight ensued. Um, Clave was up against this giant that had legendary resistance and didn't feel confident trying to deal with him like
Yeah, it's
face to face.
so
So
two things before you continue. One, a fight ensued. The Giants were originally trying to take you to a reception hall, so a fight ensued for some of you. But Aurelia just made a new friend and
yeah,
had
that's
no
true.
fight whatsoever. And Clave also then dimension doored his way inside the castle as Hellweir tried to go into it and took Zarius with him, which becomes important because he later abandoned Zarius to his fate.
Yeah, he did. But to be fair, Zarius did very well at managing to get the wand and nearly get away had it not been for a strategically placed wall of stone. Um, so we started
and a
fighting.
lack of support.
Yeah.
Just me by
Yeah.
myself. Like I said, one day we'll make a cohesive party. But it
That
is
day
not
is
this
not today.
day.
We are out. We're outnumbered. We got giants. We're low on spells. We're hurt. Yeah, let's start a fight. That's what we should do.
I didn't try to start a fight. I was just like, hey, stop that. But they
Yeah.
started fighting the beholder. And
Yeah. Um, and then so we were fighting um in various, stages. T-Hole and Clave on one side of the wall, Zarius on the other, Aurelia running underneath it all.
Yeah, Aurelia
And
and her friend Steiner retreated. She convinced Steiner to retreat from the fighting.
Yeah.
And he then decided to go to a place where he could get back into the castle, which required him to walk around the perimeter of the entire castle. So you saw Aurelia disappear into the mist. She could still see because she had true sight on. Well, the rest of you could not see her. So you really don't necessarily know where she is or what happened to her.
At one point, Clave was able to destroy the stone wall with a disintegrate spell. But Zarius was already down and taken away. And Halweir had proceeded with the wand. So me and T-Hole decided to book it. T-Hole running up the wall and Clave trying to fly up, being pursued by these air elementals that were really annoying. And then while we were
And Clave had
running around,
transformed back into his Kveatok form.
yeah. And as we're running around trying to find what's going on, there was a smaller portal eating everything around it. And the giants up top were fighting it and not doing very well. Clave made contact with it mentally, and it said that it was a fraction of the essence of Thurisdan, which is not comforting. T-Hole was running around through the inside, where he eventually found a group of Mariliths, and Homer Simpson backwards through the bushes, and then eventually Clay was able to get away from the air elementals and made his way inside in the form of Ashmedai.
So
That's
I
right.
remember it, right. I remember it ending. You found a place where you could transform unseen, and you actually didn't tell the rest of the group what you transformed into. I also
That's
learned
right.
after the session. Um, so I so the place you found where you could transform was I guess there's one other thing. T-Hole also then did go back out into the hallway where the Marilith were, and so was about to become engaged with them. Uh, but so you basically had to land down on the Cloud Island, where
Oh,
you would
that's
not
right.
be seen, and then that's where you were going to transform. So I want to do a couple of things before we get to T-Hole and his fight. Starting with Zarius, you wake up. You're not sure how much time has passed. You are in a cage that's not that much bigger than you are tall. In fact, you probably couldn't lay out, like stretch out on the floor of this cage. You'd be a little cramped up if you were to lay down into it. You see, Lucirosi is there with you. You still feel these sort of waves of cold coming off of Lucirosi, but he is essentially just standing guard. You see, there's a massive pile of treasure in this room, as well as many, many bones. And on top of the treasure, you see there's a massive, um, I don't know if you would know what it is specifically. It could be a demon, but you as a player would almost certainly know that it's a manticore. Uh, I don't know. Zarius, I would assume, probably would also at least have heard of manticores. But this one is much larger and more ferocious looking and somewhat more demonic looking than you would be used to seeing.
Luciosi's there,
He
not in the
is
cage.
he's not in the cage with you. He seems to be guarding you, standing off to the side of the cage about 15 feet away.
What's my hit points?
I don't know. Let me look.
I was
So
fully unconscious.
actually, so one of the things that
Oh,
I
then that's right. Your hit points you'd be at 1 hit point again.
Okay.
So what were you going to say, Mike?
so one of the things that I was going to start doing, because in Ashmedai's form I can use sending at will, is wondering if I could combine sending with an action point to actually magically return a portion of the healing that Zarius has given to Clave to him by spending hit dice with the sending and an action point?
Sure, I'd allow that.
Okay. How many hit dice can I spend on this?
I mean, I would say that's up to you. I don't, I, I don't necessarily see that there's a need to limit this. I would say, I think this is an interesting case because part of the reason why I think this really works and why I don't necessarily care is you're in the form of Ashmedai. And Ashmedai is an unusual character in and of himself. So, the level of power you feel in yourself taking his form is somewhat more than you might have imagined just from looking at him.
Okay. So if
Is that-
I can, I would spend all of my hit dice then to heal Zarius. There's not a limit.
You can do that.
Okay.
I mean, you're spending a resource, so it's hard to say no.
All right. So
I mean, I guess, so what are you sending to him? Like, what message are you sending? And I would just say, Zarius, I would, so Zarius is unaware that you can transform into Ashmedai to begin with. So Zarius, you're going to get this message. I don't know what he's going to say in his message, but you may want to do an insight check as to whether or not this message is coming from Ashmedai or from Clave.
so the message will be I actually thought about this beforehand because but just to make it fun, I'll just say because from Clave's perspective, you're unconscious. So
Right.
this would
A
be
quick reminder. Ashmedai, was that the guy we found like on the way to meet the fucking
in the
I
crypt.
forgot.
Right. Ashmedai was
My-
in the crypt of the false Sekhmet. He was the devil who collected the souls of the two angels, the chained angels that you beat.
Oh,
And then
right.
and then eventually help walk you through the ritual to create the perfected version of the elixirs.
Got it. Okay.
So the message was gonna be wake up, Zarius, and tell me where you are.
You may respond to this message.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see the healing.
So I mean,
alright.
the sending spell in this case is a little ambiguous because it says basically they know who is sending it. But you're in a different form and you're using Ashmedai's power to send the spell. So I would say because it's more fun, that as far as you can tell, you're getting this message from Ashmedai. And you feel these sort of waves of magical healing wash over you, which Lucerosi definitely would note as your wounds are closing in front of his eyes.
Is it just do you get a bonus to your hit die?
No.
That's my kind of wizard right there.
I'm not gonna dump hit points into that, especially if it's like 20 hit points. I'm gonna get hit anyways. I'm gonna get I'm not gonna die any slower.
Yeah, that does remind me. I had a wizard in a 3.5 game die recently. Just fucking murked first round. He never even got a fucking move. first level characters. So of course, first level wizard here's like fucking orc just throws a spear and fucking death. It knocks me off my horse, and the fall is actually what killed me.
That's like
It was precise amount of damage too. If
Still,
I had one more point in con, I'd have survived.
Still, that is kind of amazing because it's so cinematic that this orc comes out, throws the spear, you fall, break your neck as you
Yep.
hit the ground.
$1 million baby style.
But the real question is,
We did not
everybody
level up. No,
Oh.
that's not how
Well,
it works in that game. We're talking
Kudos
classic
to the DM,
3.5.
but I got to talk to him.
We're-
Anytime
we're
Tony's
talking-
character dies.
We're doing living Greyhawk is what we're doing. like hardcore tournament rules and shit.
I mean, I think even in 5e, first level characters are the squishy ones. They're the ones that can sort of easily accidentally die.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have in Mike's game specifically. They have.
Well, I mean, at least if people remember like the massive damage rule, because
Yeah,
all you,
yeah.
it's easier for enemies to take you to 0 and have done more than your max hit points. So I mean, I would think with you technically beat Mike's DC on your insight check, so I would
Okay.
say you would know that it was Clave.
Assumed another even fouler form than before. I see. I am in a. I don't know where I'm at again. I'll just kind of very quickly or lightly describe where I'm at.
So I mean, you're in a room. You can tell from
Inside,
this,
right?
right? You're inside, and you can tell from the shape of the wall that you must be sort of, up against the outside of some tower. There are no windows in this room. There's a giant set of double doors. It almost looks like it's kind of like a stable. But half the room is sort of piled high with coins and treasure that this manticore is sitting on. And they're just sort of opposite the door. There is a pillar in the center of the room that's sort of a structural support that's holding the vaulted ceiling up. The ceiling is about 40 feet above you, but you're in essentially like a roughly medium-sized cage with Lucirosi and presumably this manticore guarding you. But you can't necessarily tell like north or south or anything else just from where you are.
Windows,
There are no windows.
rounded room, no windows. Treasure room, large manticore, Lucirosi. I don't know. Are you able to bring my character to that? Probably on a whole other floor or something.
So that happens. You could we'll go back to Clave for a bit, and Zarius, you could think about what you want to do, if anything. Clave, you pull that off and you send this stuff, you get that message back. As you do, you see a form marching towards you, a giant-sized form, much, much bigger than you, marching towards you in the mist. And you see a storm giant carrying Aurelia appear in front of you.
Okay.
The storm giant looks
Presumably-
down.
Presumably in a way that is not reminiscent of how they were carrying Zarius away.
Right,
More
no,
gingerly.
right. She seems like she's being carried relatively gently and conscious.
So I would, as soon as I could, telepathically let Aurelia know. Aurelia, this is Clave. It's not really Ashmedai. Can you convince this giant to take me with you?
I mean, the giant looks down at you. He doesn't see you till the last possible second because you're tiny. It's like you're stepping on a Lego brick. He when he does notice you, he looks down and sees you sort of dimly. He's sufficiently tall that there's actually fog between you and his eyes. So he has to be like right next to you to see where you are. Uh, and he looks down and squints and says, "Are you some sort of demon? Why are you down on the island? Did you not hear the sirens? You should be inside. The companions of this one that I carry were supposed to be taken to the audience chamber, but I guess they're causing problems. One of them could turn into a dragon.
Well, that is very concerning. I did hear the sirens. There seems to be quite a bit of trouble up top, but I came to make sure that you and your prisoner were safe, as this thing is apparently quite deadly, whatever it is.
Prisoner, I'm a guest.
I'm
Yes.
taking her to the
Excuse me,
audience
yes.
chamber.
There we go. Yeah. How big is Ashmedai? The size of a Lego or something?
He's man-sized, but this guy you're being carried by is like 30 feet
Okay,
tall.
okay, gotcha.
Well, we're going back inside now.
Oh, thank God.
And you see he begins to levitate up into the air.
All right. Well, I will follow with my fly speed.
And as you fly up into the air, you notice above you as the clouds begin to clear, there are enormous, like 25, 30-foot long telescopes along the side of the battlements of this wall. But he flies up probably about 100 feet. He flies over and lands in another green courtyard. In the distance, so next to you, you could see there is what appears to be a greenhouse that you saw off to the side when you were flying overhead, or at least Kveatok saw it. There's also what looks to be a chessboard in the distance behind some bushes. There are large, almost larger than man-sized chess pieces on the board. They all appear to be set up. It doesn't look like there's a game in process. You can see a few of those blue feathered Arakakra standing in the courtyard.
What's with the big telescopes, Stony?
They're lookout points.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
We can clear the clouds if we want to see below or look ahead as we travel forward.
So you don't need to put a gold coin in to look at it through them.
Not if you're of the appropriate size. Did you want to look through one of the telescopes?
Yes, of course. It looks like really cool.
So he holds you up to the eyepiece. The eyepiece is like the size of your head. You don't necessarily see anything at the moment. There's a mountain
Okay.
in the distance that's a little bit blurry. It's not focused on the mountain, but
Okay.
you don't necessarily see anything.
Do I get an idea of what kind of range I can see with this thing?
I mean, looking at the skyline on your own and then through this again, you would guess it's that mountain is probably, I mean, it's a mountain, so it's big, but that
Right.
mountain is probably 50 miles away, and
Right.
it's significantly larger in the mountains. You could probably see clearly out 10 or 20 miles with these telescopes.
Um, do I notice anything other than the mountain, like hordes of something showing up or leaving, or
No, you do notice, I mean, look, if you can't really angle the telescope, you do see that there is like still lava and fire on the ground that leads up to the mountain. And
oh,
up,
okay.
like the mountain itself looks blasted and blackened.
Get a really good view of that mountain volcano. Does that have a name?
I don't know it if it does. I don't think it's a volcano. I think it's just a mountain that the magma poured over. It might be a volcano. There are some
Oh,
volcanoes
okay.
in this area.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate the view. That was nice.
I'm gonna telepathically let Aurelia know. Aurelia, Zarius is being held captive with Lucirosi and some kind of creature. I think Zarius said a manticore.
Okay.
And I don't know where T-Hole is right now, but we both ran up the castle and then we got split up.
So now we will switch back to Zarius again. Is there anything you want to do? Because they don't necessarily know where you are.
To Zarius or T-hole?
Sorry, Zarius. Or you can think about it and we can go to T-hole.
Yeah, give me a little bit longer.
Okay. So T-hole, you are in this hallway with these two Marilith. They appear to be drawing swords, preparing for combat. You hear this door begins, you hear the sounds of the door unlocking. You can see there's a very complicated set of bars along the door that begin to shift as the door opens, and you see a very large, sort of older looking giant beyond it, who also steps into the room. He looks very regal and much more richly dressed than any of the other storm giants you've seen.
T-hole just like looks around. I'm just looking for the throne room.
And Aurelia and Ashmedai / Clave, you can also roll initiative since you're not that far away.
Can you point me to the throne room? We were invited by Helweir. I'm one of his former companions, T-hole. Although he would not recognize me in this body, for I have changed since then.
So the Marilith looks back at T-hole. Sorry, I was dealing with the initiative tracker. The Marilith looks back at you and says, "We've heard the alarms. The alarms mean we kill everyone who is not known to us. You are not known to us. Perhaps we'll keep you alive for torture later, but for now you must fall."
But I just told you my name.
So
A wink and a smile.
So the storm giant is actually going to walk up and say, "I am King Shelk, and I need your help." And he then proceeds to attack the Marilith who's closest to him. And that hits.
Oh, lucky
Uh,
day. Let's see.
And that Marilith is surprised to learn that Shelk is attacking him. Aurelia, you hear the sound of combat starting through this door here.
It sounds like a fight going on. Did my
Perhaps
stone
you're-
giant leave, or is he still like we're still hanging out, right?
Yeah, you're still here.
Do you want to go check that out?
Yes, I will go check it out.
Are you okay? Well, I mean, you probably
his-
would do a lot
on his-
better.
On his turn, he'll go check it out. But
That's
his
fine.
turn-
Look, you can like put me down. You don't have to like carry me over there. I'll stand behind you.
So
Make
he
sure
sets
nobody
you-
comes up and ganks you.
So he sets you down.
Okay. I'm definitely will follow him over there.
Okay. So I assume you're just gonna hold your action until he moves.
Yeah, I'll follow him over there.
Okay.
What the hell's
Glaive.
going on?
So I'm gonna use my action to use sending on T-hole because that was my plan coming into this session is to use Ashmedai's sending ability to try and coordinate and figure out where we all were, bring us back together. So I will message T-Hole and say I am with Aurelia and her storm giant uh, sentry. Zarius is imprisoned. Where are you?
I'm in a hallway. I may have found a new storm giant ally, but there are two very angry demon chicks who are about to kill me.
I will relay that message to Aurelia telepathically. And then I will wait for the giant to lead the way because I need to maintain this ruse.
Okay, so storm giants will start moving. That is about as far as he can make it. Double moving. So Aurelia, I assume you're just following behind him.
Yep. I will ready an action if it looks like somebody other than if somebody attacks him, obviously not our group. But somebody else attacks him, I will attack them to defend him if I can.
Right. That is an important qualification that you won't attack your own group.
Yeah. This round.
So these two birdmen are going to fly over, though this one is going to come up and unlock the door and fly in. And T-Hole, that's the first time you can basically see Aurelia. I'm not sure if you could see Ashmedai behind Aurelia, but that's true. You should also make an insight check. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Did Clave mention that he was in the form of Ashmedai when he stendinged?
I thought he was telling everybody that.
You know
Well, he
what
used-
though? With T-Hole, maybe I forgot.
I could make
I'd
an
like to
insight
think
check.
I'd like to think Clave is a bit smarter than me, but
So you're able to figure out that is, whether he mentioned it or not, that is in fact Clave.
Yeah. I've had to roll pretty bad. Probably to not make it.
So the Arakakra men fly in, and then they're not sure what to do. They're not sure what the situation is. They can vaguely tell that the giant attacked the Marilith, but not sure what to do about that. So, let's see. So the Marilith who just got attacked by the giant yells, "What are you doing, you moron? We are in an alliance. You're supposed to be on our side." And she then takes 7 attacks against the giant because they are basically the T-holes of the demon world.
Nice.
Clash for the Titans. Just walk on by.
And then she takes a tail attack against him. But she can't grapple him because he's too big. And she does land many of these attacks, though not all of them. And she gets a crit.
how does the
That's her
storm
dreams.
giant in front of us react to seeing their king attacking and being attacked by the Marilith?
So he didn't see his king attack the Marilith. He sees the king as his sword out. He's clearly prepared to draw his sword and defend his king.
Can I maybe just for the first one, just to make it easy, use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs from the Lanthorn?
Uh,
Or is it too late?
so you didn't technically go yet in combat,
Oh, okay, so I don't have a reaction yet.
right?
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's your turn now.
Let's see.
You also notice, by the way, now that these blue feathered Aarakocra are next to you, they are just emanating waves of cold that you could feel tingling on your skin. It's not like damaging levels of cold, but it's noticeable.
Yeah.
It's flavor text cold.
So I think I don't remember, and if while he was sneaking around, he probably would have quelled his arms anyway. So I'm gonna spend 5 Kai points, which I believe is what I need to do now. Yeah, to summon the arms, visage, and body. And that's my bonus action. And then I'm gonna use I'm gonna attack actually this one, the one that the storm giant attacked with a punch.
That hits.
Do I still have bless? Is that still active? From
Probably not. Plus only lasts a minute.
okay, so I'll take that off.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Kepri was trying to follow him, I think.
That is true. I guess Kepri's in here now. I forgot where Kepri was. So Kepri's invisible. I don't know how long does her battle mind thing last.
It's a 10-minute spell.
So that would probably still be in effect. So I guess we should roll initiative for Kepri to see where she falls.
What, Hellward didn't stop to take a deuce and put down the wand and Kepri grabbed it and flew off?
So we'll just say Kepri goes after D-hole, and so you don't have bless at the moment.
Okay. All right, so that's the 26.
That hits.
And then I'm going to spend a Kai point to attempt a stunning strike. Con save. She makes it. And then I'm going to do it again
That also hits.
and try to stun her again. Yep, she has to roll very badly. Well, not terribly, but below 50%. All right. Oh, martial arts die. That is going to be my turn.
Okay. Now Kepri can go.
Yeah, she's just going to keep up her normal thing because she was searching for me. And I don't know if I can feel her again now that I'm conscious, but
So it's like the normal familiar rules.
that's what she
I'm
said.
sure that's yes. And now I'm wondering if the find familiar spell is the same as the normal detect magic rules.
I don't know, but I find the familiar one was like 100 feet I can locate.
Right.
Yeah, but that being said, she doesn't have much that's actually useful as far as actions go. So she would just like, fly in and
I mean, she would
keep
still
it.
have her battle mind thing active.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
So
yeah,
you
she would
definitely,
just keep up high.
yeah,
Mhm.
you definitely can censor, in fact.
Okay.
So yeah, and the door itself is about 30 feet tall. The ceilings are about 40 feet tall.
Amazing. So here's another question, I suppose. Because normally she can use the battle minds to point to a spot where somebody hidden is. Doesn't reveal them necessarily, but they know the person is there. Could she relay that to them? Relay where I'm at, roughly, or at least the direction.
So you're not hidden. You're on
I
a
know.
different floor.
I mean, I'm hidden to them. They don't know where I'm at.
I just interpret. I mean, I think that's fine. She knows you're within 100 feet. She could certainly relay that. She can't speak telepathically with any of them except for Clave, and I don't know that she knows Clave is there yet.
She doesn't, and even if she does, she's gonna see Ashbadai.
Right.
Yeah,
So
she
she'd
would be
have to
flying
speak,
above
to him,
Teal. Yeah,
and then people
yeah,
would hear her.
sure. That's the whole point of battle minds. They're supposed to be able to hear her.
Right.
But other than that, like her actions she's just gonna stay invisible and
So
keep up high.
So she's not going to bless Teal.
Yeah, she'll do the bless.
Okay. Oops. Just realized. Should probably share the screen. So it's the Marilith General's turn. Let's see what she wants to do. Enough space for that. So she is just going to attack. So she's going to attack T-Hole. Interesting, she does not get actually as many attacks as the regular Marilith. But she still gets a lot of attacks. So attacking T-Hole.
Oh, that's a hit. Oh, do I still have
Foresight.
foresight, so everything's at disadvantage.
Right.
So miss, miss, miss. Those all miss. Thanks to Aurelia's foresight.
What's your AC? 24 misses?
20, my AC is a 24.
So the last one hit then.
Oh, I didn't see the last one. Yeah, the last one hits.
And then she hits you with her tail, or tries to. Damn it. Almost a crit. That is this entire campaign, almost a crit.
Oh wait,
Doing
no.
my job.
I had haste active still. I'm not hasted. So that 23 hits.
Okay.
But that's it.
Okay, that's her whole turn then. The giant King Shalk will attack again. And he almost hits on the second one, but the Marilith raises a sword using its reaction to parry and blocks it. But the first one hits. Aurelia.
So what's my giant guy doing?
He looks like he's getting ready to fight. I mean, he has just gotten here and seen this stuff happening. So he hasn't really had a chance to fully react to the fact that his king's being attacked.
Stony, what are we doing?
We're going to fight the Marilith,
Which one's that? As I say,
the snake
since I-
women.
Ah,
Yeah. So again, the Marilith are essentially they're the upper bodies of women, but they have 8 arms, and their lower bodies are of like giant snakes.
okay.
Verse Medusa plus arms.
All right, I'm gonna try to like move. Ah, shit. Move over here. Okay, so I get line of sight, and I'm just gonna Eldritch blast that first one right in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have advantage. 15 is probably a miss.
That's a miss.
30,
30 is a hit.
Nice.
21.
21 would be a hit, but she uses her reaction to raise a blade and it intercepts the blast.
Bitch. My last shot.
22 is a hit.
For 1 force damage.
Hell yeah, that's right.
Anything else you're doing?
Nope.
Glaive.
All right. So since I have personally seen with my own eyes Lucerosi, could I use sending on him?
Yes.
Okay. In true form, I would also like to use my resources immediately at the start of the game to use another action point to enhance this sending with images.
Okay, what images?
So first, the message. Lucerosi, you are my hero. I looked up to you. I have read your tales. I believe, or I have read your tales, and they have made me a better man. Hellware intends to destroy Asheros before your eyes. Will you let me down, as Zarius and T-Hole have? And and the images I want to send are first images of memories from when I was a boy, and I saw the Empire kill my human dad, who was a farrier, and how I found the tales of the Colossus and the Deadpools, and how that inspired, and the rough upbringing that I had when I realized I was a changeling, trying to hide from the people that would hurt me, while also doing my best to try and learn magic, which I saw as my way to get by. and then a memory of meeting Daggerface and being offered
Which dagger face?
the true Daggerface, the Daggerface who's not always Daggerface. Uh,
There's so many people named Daggerface, you never know.
He is the one who chose that name.
but
That's the Spartacus of this world.
but being able to meet Daggerface and hearing directly the tales of Lucia Rossi's heroism and being able to join Daggerface and the excitement that Clave had at the prospect of making the world a better place. And then flashes of the various battles that Clave has engaged in throughout the campaign with T-Hole, Zarius, and Aurel.
So you send that off. So he
You
doesn't
got to make that
necessarily
insight. You got to make
Right.
that insight first. Like, who
So
the fuck
he
is this
doesn't-
guy?
right. At first, he's like getting this message from Devil, and then he has enough insight to know that it's actually some other stranger he doesn't really know. But you hear back. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just wing it. It might not be exactly 25 words, but you hear back in your head a sound. His voice sounds extremely weary and exhausted, but you hear back, I'm being held chained to the wall in the audience hall. Beware, there is a simulacrum of me, posing as me, serving Hellweir. Hellweir intends to destroy the gods. Doing so may also destroy Thurisdan, for all I know. But he has no plan for what will happen after that, and it may well by itself unmake the world. He has to be stopped. Then the last thing you hear is, he's here.
So with the rest of my action, telepathically, I'm going to let Aurelia and T-Hole know that uh, the real Lucia Rossi is being held chained. The one that we saw as a simulacrum. And we need to hurry.
D-hole will respond. Maybe maybe my new storm giant friend can take us there. He does need help.
Let's see. I don't think I have any bonus action things that I can do. So that'll be my turn then.
So the storm giant is going to charge in and attack the Merilith general. I think I closed the sheet. I did. That's a miss. That would be a hit, but she uses a second reaction to block that. These two blue feathered Aarakocra outside move to enter the room, but there's not really much space for them, so they're going to have to fly up and over and try to find a place to land. Hopefully without taking attacks of opportunity. I don't think this one could probably land next to there. And then the four of them are going to, we'll say 2 against the regular Merilith and 2 against the Merilith general. So first one attacks. The regular Marilith is going to block the 23. But she winds up taking the second one. And then the second guy against the Marilith General. He just misses twice. The Marilith is going to no, she's going to attack the first she's going to attack the Talon that just hit her. Points.
Hey, you got your crit. Nice.
Yep. Against one of my own NPCs.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna use a silvery barbs. Maybe on the last one.
So far, it's only the last one has missed. They're not heavily armored.
So then I'm gonna give the advantage to the Storm Giant King.
Okay. That actually kills this Talon. So you watch as she continues to pummel this Talon with her swords, it begins to slump over, turns into a ball of slush and snow, and spills over onto the ground, gone. T-Holds your turn.
I am suddenly very concerned because now I'm wondering with how we are seemingly acting so much smarter if he took levels in Wizard and made these simulacra. Oh God.
You
What does that mean for my magic degree?
T-Hole's going to do his punches on the on her. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So the first one is a hit. Second one is a hit and a crit. The third one would be a hit, but she's going to use a reaction to block it, to parry it.
Okay.
And the other ones are all hits.
I got 74 plus martial arts damage. 75.
I was counting and then the whole screen shifted and then I gotta go back to the beginning.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 74, 75.
And I'm going to attempt a stunning strike. Well, no, I'm not going to waste a Kai point at this point.
So she is not looking particularly strong at this point.
That's it.
Is Kepri doing anything? Oh, Sarius is not here. You know, Kepri, I think, has major image. Like she's been holding out. She could use that sometimes.
Yeah,
But
an invisible creature that can cast major image.
she's not doing anything this round other than her normal thing. So the Marilith General. Really can't put down a wall. You know what, actually, she can do this. Let's see. So before she actually goes, she is going to use one of her legendary actions to ruthlessly command the other Marilith to attack the giant, which the other Marilith will do. A miss. And then it'll be her turn. So she is going to attack T-Hole again. Well, now she's going to try to clear out some of these other little ones. She doesn't want to deal with these nuisances. So she's going to attack one of the talons. That's a hit. 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 It's another crit. That's a miss. She might have killed it, actually. Let's see. Yeah, she killed one of them. So she mercilessly attacks another one of the Aarakocra, turning it again into slush and snow. And she still has a tail attack left, which she will take at take it at Teal. Damn it. That's her turn. Shalk is going to attack the Marilith again. She's going to use her reaction to block that. Well, I forget. What is he gets advantage or he gets to force a reroll? What is it he gets from
He gets the creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
so he hit because he had advantage. She couldn't have possibly blocked that. And he goes again.
So it's only advantage once. The rest of them are
Right, but he would have gotten advantage on that first attack, whereas 24 would have been turned to 34.
yeah.
So he hit twice, and then he is going to use his ability to unleash thunder damage on her, which will be enough to kill this Marilith. Aurelia.
Take a quick look behind me to see if anything's going on.
All you can see the game board with all the chess pieces, but they don't appear to be moving.
Okay, there's not like demons flying in, landing everywhere.
Not that you see.
Okay.
It's that shady devil following you around.
Yeah, he's kind of sketchy. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the remaining Marilith, right? Yeah, that's what it was.
She technically has advantage, but it doesn't really matter. You know what? She's going to use a legendary resistance to avoid having to walk away.
Okay.
And then she'll take half damage. Anything else you're doing?
No, how does my giant friend look?
I mean, he's fine. He hasn't
Okay,
been
okay,
hit very hard yet.
okay, good. All right.
But she's gonna use another legendary action. Can't quite get to you. She's gonna take a long sword swing against one of these Arakakra. And she hits. Clave.
All right. So Clave is gonna fly. Wait, I can't see inside here. Oh, that's because my real token is not there. Ah, thank you. Um, and then he is going to use Rifle Word on the Marilith. Following in Aurelia's footsteps.
Interesting that they don't actually say whether or not this is magical. I mean, I assume it is.
I mean, it's just that he knows the special word. It's like a password.
So she made it.
All right.
You can see a look of recognition and surprise on her face. Ashmedai, why would you involve yourself in this? Shouldn't you be fleeing this cosmos? Don't you have a realm of hell that you need to oversee the evacuation of?
Oh, those matters are well taken care of. You just worry about yourself.
Is there anything else you're doing?
No, that's it. I don't have any good bonus actions I can use right now.
She is going to use another legendary action at that point. And her legendary action is just going to be to teleport away. So you see a circle of blackness opens up beneath her feet, and darkness envelops her entire form, and she seems to float away like a cloud in every direction, and she's gone.
So she actually teleport with
Yes.
true seeing? Do I? Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay.
And King Xiaok says, as I said, I need your help. Your former companion, Hellware. He has my grandchildren, and he'll kill them. He may kill us all, but he'll definitely kill them if he finds out that I'm acting against him. But I fear that we're all dead if we let him continue his ritual.
Well, you are very correct. However, seems obsessed with on a path of destruction.
Hellware hates the four gods of the Empire, hates them with a passion, hates Lucirosi most of all, and wants him to watch as he kills the gods. And that may have an incidental effect of also killing the Risden. But there's a very real chance that it sucks our whole world into the void, where we will evaporate and die. He's aware of the risk. He just thinks it's an acceptable risk. He thinks that it probably won't happen, and therefore he doesn't need to consider it.
Well, it's not
Reasoning,
that bad.
well, reasoning with Hellweir has always been an insurmountable task.
We don't have much time. We need to move quickly.
Do you know where our companion would be held?
Most likely he'd be held in the cages in the stables. That's where most of the little folk prisoners go.
Did Clave share, like, relay the information about Zarius and Lucerosi being like captured?
Yeah.
Where it would the real Lucerosi be held there as well?
No, Lucerosi is permanently chained to one of the statues of one of our gods in the audience hall, along with his father. That's where the ritual will take place. He wants Lucerosi there to watch. I'm not sure why he's keeping the father alive.
T-Hole, Aurelia, I will go and save Zarius. I don't think we have enough time to take care of this one thing at a time. Perhaps you can go to the audience chamber and try to stop Hellweir while I get Zarius.
We can do what we can. How who how what sort of retinue or a company, what sort of reading can we expect in the audience chamber?
There will be many giants there, many giant nobles, Hellweir himself, and a Baelor.
Are there any other giants that are sympathetic to your cause?
Most of them probably will follow Hellweir. He's dominated quite a few of them, thanks to his damned ring.
What is this ring that he's wearing?
The ring gives him the powers of a Titan, all of the strength and mental acuity of a Titan, and then improves upon that.
Wow.
It also allows him to trap souls, including the souls of my grandchildren, which is why he's able to kill them with a thought if he chooses to. I don't know that I can go and help you. He would probably instantly and with the least of his actions kill my grandchildren if he finds out I'm helping you. But I need his ring to free them.
What of this other giant? If he accompanies us, won't Hellweir know?
Hellweir probably would suspect if he saw another giant attacking him directly. But most of he doesn't dominate or bother himself so much with the regular guards. So if any of them are alive, you may be able to tell them, or Steinar may be able to tell them, that we need to take out Hellweir now. They're loyal to me. The ones in the audience chamber, though, probably not. Except for my daughter.
All right. Well, where is the jail for the little people, and where is the audience chamber from here?
They're not far from one another. But if we go down the stairwell that's in the den up ahead, it will lead us to a space that is between the audience chamber and the roost where the cells are.
All
Maybe
right.
we can send the giant guys to go get Lucerosi out. And we'll go into the audience chamber.
Lucerosi's,
Lucerosi's in the audience chamber.
yes.
Oh, okay.
The one with Zarius is a simulacrum.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just all I heard was something about all going to the void, and I just kind of blanked out after that. So, anyway. Yeah. I don't want that many people at the void anyways. It would be absolutely overcrowding would be a bitch.
I was hoping for like a dramatic final session. Aurelia joins the other side at the last minute to get us to all go to the void.
There's still time.
Absolutely.
Why am
Careful
I
what you wish
thinking of
for.
that song in the theater? Let's all go to the void. Let's all go to the void.
Do you think Heller would be suspicious if if his ring was a target?
There is no way to remove the ring while he is conscious.
Is
Well,
there
this
some way, is there some way to nullify its effects?
Not that I'm aware of. It's extremely powerful. It's an ancient item created by the gods.
The ones he wishes to destroy.
Yes, that's part of his irony. Is he uses their magic often enough.
Do you think this ring would be affected by an anti-magic field?
I don't know. It was, at least the history of it that I have heard suggests it was made by the king of the four gods before magic was created by Moraine.
So this Hellwear is wearing a ring created by the gods, and then he's gonna use it as part of a way to kill the gods. He's to be ironic. He sounds like a hipster, and we definitely need to kill him.
While this is all going on, I'm gonna use sending to let Zarius know. Zarius, the Lucerosi in the room with you is a simulacrum. The true Lucerosi is in the audience chamber.
That will prevent me from doing what I was about to do.
I forgot what of Clave's equipment. The one thing that might let people know that it's actually Clave. I assume you have your shield and the spear.
I do. The spear is I have a piece of cloth over it, so it's not like shining sunlight everywhere. Because I was gonna go sneaking around until
Burning
all
your
this.
devilish hands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh my God, that
thing.
devil killed Clave and took his stuff.
So yeah, I mean, technically Ashmedai is wearing all of Clave's stuff because Ashmedai is a human form normal, so all of his equipment would be apparent. Which I don't know if it matters, but that also means that I mean, I don't know if there's any divination at work in here, but my my thing of non-detection should be up. What is that thing?
I will finish the message off, by the way, my reply, by saying I will seek a way out, but assume I will require assistance.
What does Clave say to everyone else? Yeah, he's fine. He'll be good.
Yeah, I'll say we need to hurry. Zarius is about to do something, but he doesn't know if it's going to work.
So King Xiaok is going to lead everybody into this room where you see there is what appears to be a taxidermied version of the Arakakra positioned up against a wall like a statue, but he leads you down a spiral staircase. And you pass through different chambers, ultimately appearing. Make sure this guy's here. You ultimately appear in a room on the lowest level of the tower. And I'll move you over there. So you pass through an intermediate floor, but the room you pass through was empty. And you wind up here.
Here's a quick question. Did they take my stuff?
You appear to have your stuff. They just shoved you in a cage.
Got it. I don't know how long I will be in there, but I will start to cast Windwalk from the beads.
Not sure why you could see all this stuff. Maybe it's just something about.
I can't see nothing.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I mean on the share screen. I'll just stop sharing for the moment. So you're in this room here, except for Zarius, who's in the room to the south of you. Xiaok would explain that this is where Zarius is. And that he can get you past this. There's a room between you and him that will be filled with young rocks, but the rocks won't attack you as long as you're with one of the storm giants.
Well, King Shalk, since you can't go into the audience chamber, why don't you accompany me to get Zarius?
I don't think it should take too long to get Zarius. You may be able to get him out and then all go to the audience chamber.
I think we
Or
should.
whatever you prefer.
He's given us a chance to not split the party. Take it.
I think I have an ulterior
Yeah.
plan just for me.
I mean, if
Wave is like, Shao, splitting the party is our thing.
yeah.
That's how we work smoothly.
Yeah.
Nobody can interfere with anybody else's shit.
Clave gets to minimize his contact with all these people he can't stand. Except for Aurelia. He doesn't mind Aurelia.
We should go and we should work together if it's not going to take too long.
All
We'll
right.
be more effective and we'll be more effective as a team.
So he is going to move up and unlock this door because it is currently locked. You see, there is another giant in this room. It appears to be the hill giant chieftain that you fought before.
I don't know if my token is in the right space.
I'm not sure either. Find it.
Clave is with these two Aarakocra. Right here.
Oh, I see. So Clay will just move into the GM layer because he's not really there.
Well, when you move him into the GM layer, I can't see again.
Oh. So I don't see that I brought the Ashmedai token down. Can you place that one again?
Yeah.
And I see T-Hole and Aurelia and the two birdmen.
Maybe if you could just change the settings with the Ashmedai token to where I can change and edit it. I mean, I thought I already could, but maybe that'll do something.
Let me see. It says you can edit it. Edited and controlled by Clave.
Okay. It's weird.
But you're on this level now. I've just sort of put you off in the middle of a wall.
Yeah, and I still can't see.
All right, we'll just have to keep you next to him for some reason. Maybe I forgot to give you this token sight. Is that possible? Or maybe I gave it sight and then didn't update the token or something. Try that. Yeah, you don't have any vision.
Who needs it?
So what's his dark vision?
Ashmedai's dark vision is 120 feet.
So there, that should be updated now. You should be able to see without Clave being on the board.
Yep.
And we forgot to clear the turn tracker.
I'm going to use an action to activate my shield to give me immunity to bludgeoning and piercing and slashing damage for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. So he is going to lead you down the hallway and into the, their little aviary. And then calm all the birds. And Steinar and the two Arakok are going to follow. And he points towards this door and says, "That's where your friend is being held." So he will unlock this and open it. And that's where you see this manticore is unusually large and fierce looking. And then the king says, "Mantic, he's considered to be the barbed king of manticores." Or at least that's the title he granted himself. So that's what you see sitting atop a huge pile of treasure. So he's going to move into the room.
Is anybody else with me? Or I thought we weren't splitting the party this time.
So the hill giant chieftain is still there. He's not engaging with you because he's pretty badly wounded. So what are you doing, Teal?
Uh,
He walks up behind you.
T-holes, T-holes, can I help you?
Yes, you can come with me. And you see he raises his spiked great club, and we can all roll for initiative now.
All right.
Is Ashmedai rolled?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is. So Teal, you get to go first.
My
As
arms
the
are still active because they last for 10 minutes.
right.
So he they just like these motes of energy just shoot out and start pummeling him. He said he looked pretty injured.
Yeah, I mean, not ready to fall over injured, but pretty badly beaten up by the dragon.
5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, 50, 56, 2, 68.
So those all hit, and the last one's a crit.
88 plus 5 plus 2.
And that is actually enough to fell the hill giant chieftain.
Yeah. So I imagine he raises his club, and then T-Hole also raises his hands, and then just a bunch of arms come out and just punch him into and just knock him straight back.
So you send him flying against a wall where you hear his skull crack as he impacts the stone and he slides down.
Well, that's all he's gonna do for his turn, but he will move closer to the he will go and check to see what it's carrying and yeah, loot the body. See if there's any can help them help them in the for what's to come next.
So he doesn't actually have that much in the way of equipment that you could use. His armor is better than you would expect to see on a hill giant, but it is giant sized. You can see that there are runes inscribed into it, but you're not necessarily sure what they do. They didn't offer him much protection against your punches.
Yeah.
His spike great club is pretty good quality and maybe magical, but it's also 15 feet long.
Not the most wieldy.
Right. He has a sack of rocks on him. He also has a secondary sack in which he has a collection of mostly human heads.
What did Hellweir collect? Was it
Ears, elf
ears?
ears.
That's right. Seeing that that's the case, there's nothing, none of that seems like it's going to be any good at the moment. So T-Hole's just at that point gonna move back and like stand here and like basically keep watch.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Glaive.
Um, I look at Mantic and I think, you know what? Screw this guy. And I cast Feeble Mind.
What happens if you cast that on somebody who has that ring on that supposedly enhances your intelligence?
I'm gonna assume that Hellweir has some kind of legendary resistance.
That is true.
So
Mantic is going to use one of his legendary resistances if he fails. What's the spell save? I don't see it.
16
Where what's the type?
is an intelligence saving, or it should be intelligence. Yeah, intelligence saving throw.
So he made it anyway.
Okay. Um. That's my turn.
Shialk is going to move towards Lushirosi. He's willing to take the risk of attacking Lushirosi as long as he can kill him. Yeah, not the right place for that. We'll just do this. So he hits him twice and he's going to use his thunder thing. A second time. But Lushirosi saves. Oh no, he doesn't. He fails. So Lushirosi is stunned and is taking a bunch of damage. These two guys will fly in. They're not gonna be able to reach. He's running around this pillar in the middle of the room. Mantic, in a raspy, roaring voice, says, "Treachery and betrayal. I wouldn't have expected that from you. I thought you had been tamed. I serve a new master now, and I will alert him." He's going to attack the giant. You've never given me such wealth as Helweir has. You've kept me here, and I didn't realize how poor I was. Let your minion die. So he bites into the giant. Aurelia.
Yeah, so I'd followed Clave down, but I can't get in that room. Won't let my token enter.
I don't know why.
I
but
didn't
there
know
you
if
go.
I didn't know if like the door closed or something on me and I got left out.
No,
Closed, yeah.
yeah, the door is in fact closed. That was my fault.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. So
I also forgot to mention you also did see there's in the prior room there's an enormous opening. And you could see all of the young rocks are beginning to panic now that they're hearing the roaring of
right.
Mantic. So they are flying out of the castle at this point.
Okay, so the rock group is leaving. Okay.
Yes.
No show tonight. Did we expect this manticore to be friendly or not? I guess not. I guess he attacked us. So that's my buddy. He ran up there and attacked him.
Yes.
Hey, stoner just getting in all kinds of trouble. All right. Shit. Okay, into He's too far away with that. Is he standing on a bunch of coins and stuff?
Yes.
Like gold and shit like that.
Yes. Most, you can see it is mostly copper, but there is a lot of gold and silver mixed in with it, as well as other coins and gemstones.
Is he what is he wearing? He's not wearing like a chain shirt or some shit, or like, no, he's just probably like a hide or something, right?
Yeah, he is essentially naked.
See him. And he is, I don't want to default to yeah, let me I'll try Dissonant Whispers on him then. Big old.
The weirdest Roll20 error. Uh, it was for some reason it like selected the entire stat block and it was just moving it around inside the little window. So like, and I couldn't get it to stop. So wisdom save. So he fails. Takes the damage. And he will fly. Well, he'll retreat backwards from you, which gives Steiner an opportunity to attack him. Which hits.
It's teamwork right there.
Is there anything else you're doing?
No, that's it.
Darius, you're still in your cage.
Um, does the lock on this cage look like it might be susceptible to acid?
It doesn't look like there's anything particularly fancy about the lock on the cage.
Um, that being said, what's how far is everything from me?
Oh, you know what? I don't think I rolled for initiative for Lucirosi. It was standing there dumb. But you can go.
Um, yeah, I think I guess I want to just spit acid at this lock. But I guess I was told that Lucirosi was a simulacrum, but even a simulacrum of Lucirosi, I feel like has some ridiculous moral thing that would start to follow as well. So maybe he could be convinced. So I'm just going to try and take out the lock with some acid.
Okay. So you don't have to roll to hit, but roll me the acid damage.
Yeah, it would have to make a dex save, so I don't think that rolled the correct amount. It sure as shit didn't. Okay, hold on. It's supposed to be 4d10. Let me do this properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one don't count.
That's enough to break the lock.
Delightful. And then I don't know, I'm gonna have to conserve spell slots at the moment, so I think I'll just sort of exit the cage and stand up and be ready to you know, do something else next time. And then Kefri, if I guess the king here is on our side, so we'll give the king and we'll give I don't where I don't yeah, so T-hole isn't in here. Give the king, the other giant, and I guess Aurelia bless for the round.
Okay. So you may have to remind me if I forget for the king. I don't have a way to automatically set that up, but I'll just mark it with a little blue circle for now. So Lucerosi first is going to say, "You're a fool, Shauk. You're all fools. Hellware destroying the gods is going to destroy Therisden, the thing that will ultimately destroy our world. If we can destroy Therisden, the universe is safe forever. And you're going to try to stop him. You're all going to fail. And everyone can make me a saving throw against Lucerosi's."
Menacing monologue. Oh boy. Yeah.
I could, as a religious person, I feel like I should have advantage on this.
Does bless count? We get blood.
Yes,
Yeah.
plus does count. Isn't that that's the war horn. So yes.
Oh my god, what
Alright.
the fuck is this roll of 2 and 3?
Oh, there we go. I made it. No, no,
DC
11,
16.
15. No, I did not. You are correct. Hold on. I gotta check one thing.
Pretty great. How were you just waiting to deliver that monologue?
Was
I
good.
mean, yeah, I figured I would wait until he was in a battle with the whole group.
What is this shit?
Is he accepting that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking need the other one at some point, I'm sure.
So if you got less than 16, you're frightened until the end of Lucerosi's next turn.
So does mind blank help me with that? It doesn't. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure Mind Blank makes you immune to fear, doesn't it?
It says, I mean, it doesn't specifically say. It says any effect you would sense in emotions or read its thoughts, divination spells, and the charm condition. It doesn't specifically say frightened.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't
It's-
sound like it does block frightened. It just makes you hard to read.
Okay.
And this is definitely not a charm effect.
Okay.
So if you're frightened, it just means you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and you can't
Against
move.
him.
No, all ability checks and attack
Oh,
rolls.
okay.
But you can't move as long as he's sort of in your line of sight, and you can't move any closer to him.
Okay.
But then he is going to attack Xiaok.
Hmm.
Or I'll try to if this thing will let me roll. Those are both hits. Keyhole.
Wait, is he attacking recklessly?
I didn't think about that. And he didn't really need to, so I'm gonna say no.
You're not the real Lucharosi.
He's the snow version of Lucharism.
where with everybody went upstairs?
No, they went down towards this door here.
Okay. So yeah, T-Hole's gonna, he's kind of waiting for a bit, looking around, and then sees that they're engaged in a battle. Wait, no, I guess he doesn't. He sees a bunch of crazy rocks that are flying around. Yeah, he's getting tired of waiting around, so he's gonna start heading that way.
Oh, I thought you were gonna barge in the other, go a different way.
About
Leroy Jenkins.
It's about there. And then that's movement, and then it's enough to pretty much get him to. Oh, shoot. It's enough to pretty much get him there, where he could see Mantic, this Manticore, and the group.
Okay, so is that it?
You get 2 bonus actions. I'm gonna use let's see. Yeah, that's it.
Clave.
I I would like to use my action to turn into a Marilith.
I mean, you can do that.
I'm sorry, Kurt, but I I gotta do it. You gotta know what it's like to take that many attacks all at once.
Oh, I probably still have it open somewhere. So there you go. You should be able to control it now.
Okay. And then I will use my movement to get closer to Merrick. Um, it's
Yeah, I didn't obviously I didn't have time to adjust it for your mental stats, so we may have to work around
I mean,
that.
I could do that with, you know,
Yeah, your
clave
clave
stuff,
token.
but I can't access any of the other character sheet stuff with the Merilith.
Right.
It says it needs to be in the journal.
So it's not letting you access like the character sheet?
Yeah.
Maybe if I There,
Now.
try it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can I have one of the long swords be the spear and one of the long swords change out for the shield?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that'll be my turn.
Oh, darn it. It took you off. What was your
Oh.
initiative?
It was
We'll just say 18. That'll put you between the two.
yeah, it was 18.
So Shialk is going to continue to attack Lucirosi. Oh, that would get everybody. Never mind that. I'll just use a sword. Lucirosi takes both of those. Actually, Lucerosi's was already damaged, so he's not looking so hot. These two guys are going to fly in from the other room. This guy will also fly over to this side. And the four talons will attack Mantic. Or they would if I could find their sheet. There it is. It's a hit. That one missed. That one missed. That one hit. So they viciously tear into Tau. I can do quite a bit of Manta can do quite a bit of damage. Not a whole lot in the grand scheme of his hit points, but not a trivial amount to him. And the Storm Giant will also advance on him and attack. Here.
He's got bless too.
Both Storm Giants do? Thought it was the King Xiaoku did.
No, I think I got both of them, and then Aurelia. Yeah, I didn't give it to me.
Okay.
I don't normally, so.
Mantic, who now realizes he's being surrounded. He is going to use his action to roar extremely loudly. And everybody has to make me a wisdom saving throw. One. He was hoping for everyone to be incapacitated for more than one round.
Ah,
Oh, I
just outside of earshot.
Is this a magic effect or is it a pure effect?
It is, it's not fear, but it is magical.
Okay. Where's-
So all but one of the talons are affected by it. Steinar manages to make his save. King Shalk also manages to make his save.
I fail.
So Aurelia also made it. I missed that. I think Kebri also has to make the save, although she's invisible. So how high was she flying when she falls?
She was probably up at the top, like as far out of danger as possible.
Not quite as far. She takes 13 falling damage.
Okay.
But that's Mantic's action. Aurelia.
First time she's taken damage in a while.
What is the 46?
That was Kebri was flying at the
Oh,
top of the vault and fell.
If I cast Shatter, am I gonna catch the other guys in it? 10-foot radius.
You might be able to just get him. You are probably going to catch somebody else.
Okay, I can't really do that. Well, I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast then. The standard. Oh, okay,
That's a hit. Also a hit. All hits.
I will move.
So Mantic is going to use a legendary action. He is going to launch a tail spike at Aurelia, but miss. And it's Ares' turn.
Um,
I keep forgetting this. Since if I still have true seeing up, do I see anything in the room magical? You know, in the treasure hoard?
Does true seeing let you see magic?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I
You could
thought it
just
did,
look.
but
Yeah, I don't think it works like detect magic.
okay.
I mean, you don't see anything off the top of your head looking at it. Nothing looks like it's an item. Like there's
Okay.
gemstones and coins, but you don't even see like jewelry.
Okay. Yeah, no, not really. It's more, yeah, more thing. I guess with my true seeing, do I see anything that looks out of place or
No, not really.
okay.
Um, yeah, so I guess I'll this is still clearly a, not even a good fake Lucia Rossi. So I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on him.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom save on him. We're taking that much damage. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's good at wisdom saves.
That was a fucking fantastic roll. My damage. Look at that shit. I'm just gonna move. Come on. There we go. Actually, I wouldn't go that way. I would go. Probably go about here so I could see the room a little bit better. But yeah, I'm done.
All right. Mantic is going to use his last legendary action to growl to try to frighten everyone. This is a non-magical fear effect.
If I'm incapacitated, do I get a save?
You do get a save.
Yes.
There's no real change.
Right. I have advantage on fear effects.
This guy has to make a save.
Touch.
Keep accidentally opening up Luciosi's old character sheet and not the new one. So let's see. He's just going to attack recklessly. And of course, he didn't really need to do that, but he's also going to smite. That was a good one. And smite again. So you see blasts of radiant energy coming off of this axe as he begins to attack Shulk over and over, doing pretty good amounts of damage to Shulk. Shulk has a lot of hit points, but that was a pretty good round for Lucirosi. Shulk is officially below half, well below half, actually. T-Hole.
T-Hole runs. He can make its Lucirosi. So what he does is he goes kind of around. Does Lucirosi feel cold? Like
Yes, you feel a chill in the air as you get close to him.
Lucirosi, you've grown cold.
Do I know you?
Let me jog your memory. And he starts punching him.
Stick a move, motherfucker.
Good martial arts die.
Let's see. 17's miss. Well, no, 17 plus 3 hits. They all hit, I think. Yes, they all hit.
7 plus 19.
I forget, when did you become a monk? As opposed to the original wizard version of Teal.
When he got
Uh,
killed, when we got left Mordenkainen's thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, pretty much right after that.
Yeah. All hell had broken loose in the world. We've just been chasing the end of the world since then.
Right, but even before then, Aurelia resurrect or uh reincarnated T-Hole.
Yeah. So yeah, he Lucirosi would have remembered me being a monk.
Right, but he would have remembered the old version of you, the
Yeah,
prior human version.
old hole.
Yeah, I knew he didn't know because this is your Ptahol version. Like you look like the first emperor of Filth. And so he never saw that version. But I was blanking momentarily on whether or not the last time he saw you, you were the little old wizard version. But he did know you for a while after that.
Yeah.
So what was 94 is the total?
Yeah.
That does take a good chunk of his health away.
And I'm going to try to stun him. So I'll spend a Kai point to do a stunning strike on the last hit.
Okay, let's see. I close this thing again.
Roll20 could use like a collector. So like something you could turn on. So if you do a bunch of attack, that will just like add
Yeah, it
damage.
really does need that. Why is this not working? Try that.
Or like if you click, like if you are able to like select the token and then like apply the damage.
You can do that in Forge, right?
You can do it in You can do it in
Or
Foundry.
Foundry. Foundry is
Yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah, you can do that in Foundry. And it is very nice.
Weirdly, I have lost track of his character sheet and it's not letting me open it. I don't know why that is. Like sometimes it just gets like I minimize it and I don't know where in the black screen that it is, but it just doesn't appear to be anywhere on the screen at the moment. See if I
Dragged
can
off
do
to
that.
the side somewhere.
If
Maybe
you
I did.
hold down shift and double click on the token, it'll open up the
Yeah,
sheet.
I am trying that, but it's not doing anything.
Did you
Try
pop it
again.
out?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. I did for the other one. Let's see. Nope.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Let me see if I can do it for her. So it works for Aurelia.
That's
Hmm.
that's the spirit of Luciroshi saying, "Stop messing with
Yeah.
my friends." We're the only friends Lucirosi ever had. And he knows it.
Well, except for Luxexicus.
It is-
That's no longer just friendship, though. So
So there should be no +4.
okay, so that is that fails. The DC is 18.
Oh, but there is a +1 from his luck stone.
Ah, so he just beats it.
So he is not stunned. I'm just gonna need to fix this for permanently. I'm just gonna log out quickly and log back in onto Roll20.
I'm gonna walk away for a minute, but I'm incapacitated anyways for my next turn, so.
That fixed the problem. So anything else you're doing?
Nope, that'll be it.
So the Marilith is incapacitated. Shiauk is going to attack Lugerosi again. Those are both hits. You know, he's going to use his last thing to try to stun Lugerosi. But he doesn't. So one Talon is up, but he's frightened. So he will attempt to attack the Manticore, but he's at disadvantage. That's a miss. That's a miss. Storm Giant will attack the Manticore, bringing his sword down on him. Oh. Second one's a hit. So he misses once, but he does manage to put a pretty good slash in his hide the second time. And it's Mantic's turn. See if he recovers this thing. He does not. Oh, he's going to attack. He'll attack the Storm Giant.
I know.
That's a miss.
I'm here, Maddox. I know.
Oh, I did
I
that
know.
wrong.
It's okay. Oh, no.
Steiner's starting to look pretty beat up. He's down well below half. It's the end of his turn, so anybody who is incapacitated is no longer incapacitated. But it's Aurelia's turn. And he gets his legendary actions back. You also realize from his roar previously, probably somebody heard that. That was extremely loud.
Okay.
For all they know, I'm just making a ruckus down here.
I know. Maddox, Mama's coming back. Mama's coming back. It's okay. It's okay, Maddox. I know.
So what's Aurelia doing?
Mama's coming back. Mama's coming back.
Let's. Shit. How does Mantic look? Can we?
I mean, he's below half, but not by much.
Okay, but he's taking some damage though. At least we know.
Yes.
Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Mama's coming. Mama's coming. Mama's coming. Hey,
Those are all
she's
hits.
coming.
All right.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love
Anything else you're doing?
you. Please don't take
Nope.
my sunshine away. There's Mama. There's
That
Mama.
was a great hawk.
Yeah, this whole video is going to get copyright restricted now.
Yep. Bam. Bam. Copyright
Oh, shit.
strike.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Copyright strike right there.
Sorry.
No, I think that's public domain by now, surely.
Yeah. I don't know. Takes like
You never know these days.
100 years post Disney.
Yeah.
Do the Itsy Bitsy Spider next.
Encore. It's fine. I used to sing Metallica to Liliana, so.
So close, no matter
Yep.
how far.
Originally recorded February 5th, 1940, and is still copyright protected.
Oh, wow.
So Zarius' turn.
Okay. Quite limited in what I can do here. How's everybody looking as far as hit points go?
T-hole is under half. but not critical at the moment.
Yeah, I'm under half too.
Okay.
The
I
Marilith
have
is
all
not
the hit
under
points
half.
I need.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
concerned
kind
about.
of. I mean, I only started with 127 hit points because of that's as many as Ashmedai had. But
Mhm.
even after that, I still have all my hit points as Clave.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to use this here so that we're like better off. So I'm gonna cast I'm gonna use my 9th level spell slot and cast Mass Heal.
700 healing.
Whoa.
Dished out as ice, please. um, so that's a lot of hit points. So the giants are probably going to get a little bit of it, I think.
That's fine.
All right, so let's do a little bit of math, I guess, here right quick.
I could take 52, and that would bring me up to my max for the Marilith, which would
well,
carry over into other forms.
I'll keep that in mind.
I am down 75. So I will take 75 of that 700.
Okay. Easy. And how about you, Aurelia?
He's
Let's
down
see.
111.
111.
Damn it, I was almost there.
So do you have to see the creatures that you're healing?
Hold on. Yes, technically. Let's see here. So that's us 3. You said how many for the Marilith?
52.
Got it. I still
King Shialk, who still can't go with you to the throne room, doesn't really need that much. The Steinar could go with you to the throne room. He is down 135.
okay. Piece of cake. I mean, I could do the king too.
So the king is down 200.
All right, plus 200. Got it. Have the birds been hit? Any of them?
No.
All right. Yeah, because I don't think I can quite heal Kepri if she's still invisible after she fell.
Right.
I have 6 more hit points after fully healing everybody else. I guess that's just the spillover. But yeah, because I'm not going to give it to fake Lucerosi or this guy. Fuck that guy. So there you go, guys. We're all fully healed.
Nice.
Fake Lucerosi would say, "What in the name of the gods was that?" He is
That was the
unhappy.
power of the gods.
I don't know if your gods will survive, Zarius. I hope they do for your sake.
You're a fool to think that that the wand cannot destroy that being. It can only tame it, contain it. But once the gods are dead, he will be released again. If
There's
you
so
think
much
otherwise, you
more.
are a fool.
This issue has been studied. You clearly don't know what you're talking about.
I forgot. I forgot that Lucirosi is so fundamentalist and uneducated. If I just go a little bit further south, I will meet people just like him. All right.
Anything else you're doing?
What more? But I did the best possible thing I possibly could. All I have are like second level spell slots left.
So. What would Lucirosi do? All of the damage he just did was healed.
Just give up.
I don't think that's what Lucirosi would do.
He surely has. This one has.
He is going to attack T-Hall, I guess. Now that he knows who he is.
The 20, they both hit, actually.
So, and he is going to use his let's see.
Actually, I'm gonna use my silvery barbs. I'll just do it on the second one, just to make it easier.
Okay. So he's still going to use a 1/3 level smite. 18 additional hit points on top of his damage.
Okay. He has to re-roll the last holy
Right.
X. Wolf. Well, still hits.
No,
Oh,
good
you
thing for foresight.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice.
So wait, so then does the 23 hit?
The 23 hits.
Okay.
And then that's 18.
Not much more he can do. So that's his turn. And it's T-Hall's turn.
He responds in kind.
That's a miss. Miss. That's a hit. Oh,
24.
that's right. You have advantage. I forgot. So hold on. Stop rolling. So the first two hit, the third, they'll probably wind up all hitting. So let's see.
39. It's at 40.
Okay.
46.
Roll again. That is legitimately a miss. That's a hit. And one more. Yeah. That is enough. You see his whole body begins to turn to ice and snow, almost like a statue, but it begins to crumble under its own weight. And you could see it begins to melt almost instantly in the heat of the room, turning into a pile of slush.
T-Hole looks down. He's like, I knew it wasn't the real Lucirosi. But there was something cathartic about that. That's with that, he's got 2 attacks left. So he can make it to these sexy demon chicks. And
Dave, you mean?
You mean Clave?
oh, that's him.
Dave, maybe you just weren't paying attention during the fight. Accidents happen
just strolled
when you
in,
turn into
you know?
demons.
He just strolled in.
Yeah, he strolled in. He didn't see Clave.
Fighting on, hey, sexy fighting on our side, eh?
Well, maybe not. He can make it to the Manicore, though. For 23.
Yeah, those are hits.
Radiant.
Those both hit.
And that is it.
Clave's turn. You could tell he wanted to attack you. Just change his mind. He's traumatized by the first fight with the Maryland.
So Clave starts swinging. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, those are all terrible.
Yeah. So the 20 and the 18 hit. So you
Okay.
hit with Kitem and with the longsword once.
Okay. And that's my turn.
So Shell can't really get up to him and stay there.
No reach.
I mean, he does have 10-foot reach. So maybe he can like sidle up here and swing over the top of Keyhole.
Yeah, T-hole small.
But before he does that, he's just going to sort of waste a chain lightning. Since he's only going to hit the one target. He fails, so he takes the whole thing. That's his turn. Talons are all still frightened. I forgot to roll for them last time. That's one. This. It's one hit. It's a miss and a crit. That last guy. So the Talons continue to, a lot of them still frightened of the Manticore, but a number of them still clawing into its flesh, tearing into it, causing it to the Manticore to roar again in fury. Storm Giant's going to again swing with his sword. Mantic is not necessarily looking so great. Both hits. Mantic is going to disengage and try to fly away. He's pretty close to death at this point. So he flies up into the air and then over all these people.
Wait, doesn't T-hole have Sentinel? And doesn't Sentinel like ignore disengage?
Yeah.
Yeah, T-hole does have Sentinel. So he's gonna try to knock him with his arm. 27.
Mantic looks annoyed.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Sentinel or mobile. But yeah,
No.
Sentinel.
So he can't move. Anything else he can do? He'd do his other thing. I mean, basically, he wasted his action. So, Aurelia.
Eldritch Blast.
That's a hit. That's a miss.
Do I have Bless still, or is that gone?
You
Is
would
that just
still have
one round?
plus.
Okay,
So what's
17.
that's a hit.
Right. 21.
That's a hit. That is also a hit. Tell me how you want to kill the king of all manticores.
Oh boy. So I would imagine there was just these like black and gray blasts of energy hit him, and as you know, after T-hole hit him and he couldn't move, he sort of realizes the fact that he just is not getting out of this. And the last shot he sort of embraces almost, and it hits him right in the chest. And he falls over dead. Aurelia having flashbacks to Malakar's keep and dealing with other creatures of that ilk, relieved that it is dead. And of course, runs as fast as she can with her movement, seeing now there's nothing stopping her from grabbing whatever treasure she can and putting in her pockets before Zarius can.
Don't be absurd. I can't carry all of these things. I do grab a few gems.
That was for you, Stoner.
So as you start grabbing gems, you hear in the other room the stomping of additional giants who are coming in.
Can before they come in, can I use my action to transform?
Uh,
Or are we still in initiative?
We're still in initiative.
Okay.
So it's Zarius's turn.
Now that everything's dead, so I can't do anything else useful. I'll just like look. I guess I could see them coming through the door.
Yes.
I'll just look to the big giant here that seems to be fighting with us. I'm like, can you command them to leave or escort us safely?
They are cloud giants and loyal to Hellware. They won't listen to me. They don't care about my grandchildren.
Sound like
See.
jerks.
Well, they're too far away for me to do anything. I will
Is there something that would dissuade them?
I don't know what. If I did, I wouldn't have lost control of this castle to Hellware. They might be dominated. Or they might be loyal. It's hard to say.
well, I guess the first giant that steps into the room, I will just shoot a line of acid at them. I'll just
Okay.
hold my action to do that.
So Teal, you can hear the stomping of the giants as they get closer. You can see them from there, I assume.
Yeah, I can see the like bit of one. T-Hole's going to move back towards towards the wall here onto the side of the door. That was 54. Yeah, so he can move just a little bit closer. So yeah, so he's gonna move to the side here. And then when uh post post acid, he's going to, step in and attack.
Okay. Now it's Clave's turn.
Um,
Are you transforming?
uh, no, I'm not going to transform. Not just yet. So, five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Um, can I hold the rest of my action until they get closer?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, I will do that.
Y'all are getting in the way of my acid.
Well, I'm not crossing the threshold in front of your acid, so.
It's a 5-foot wide line. You're both in it.
Shalk is going to respectfully back up from the line of acid.
Well, wait, oh, the line is
It's gonna be from me.
right, but I assumed that it was going to be going like this.
Yeah, it's also 5 feet wide.
It'll be fine.
You might even be immune to acid in that form. I don't know. Probably not. Probably poison.
Nope.
It's a dex save, so T-Hole will probably be fine.
Yeah, you should go for it, T-Hole B.
It's fine. I gave you all those hit points. I could take them back.
Zarius is a cruel god.
I must keep all balance, life and death. That's what I do.
So the first one. And he is going to, he does not actually make it through the door. So let's have to activate that. And you can now hear there is just the sound of rushing wind as there is wind surrounding all of these giants as they more or less just fly into the room, taking up positions around these roosts that are made for the young rocks.
That's a
And
lot
they,
of giants.
yep, and they reach into the sacks that they have, and they're going to fling rocks at King Shelk. Not doing so good.
They're just like hurling rocks at him. He's like, "Hey, fucking stop it, Jesus!"
And you see he gets pelted with a few of them. Several go wide and miss him. But that's their turn. Talons are going to hold off for now. They're not sure. Apparently, we're fighting in this room. Mantic is dead. The Storm Giant is going to go and pick up one of the rocks and hurl it back at them, though. Oh, that's true. He can do this. Instead of that, he is going to hurl a lightning bolt to this spot and hit both of these guys.
I was just about to ask him if he would pick up some gems that are right near him, but lightning bolt works too. That's fine.
Aurelia, your turn. Two of them have
Hmm.
been blasted, both lightning. The rest haven't been hit yet.
Any reaction to the king as I'm pocketing gems is that he's like, I know there's other stuff going around, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I mean, he didn't really have a noticeable reaction to that.
okay.
I mean, Mantic did say that Hellware has provided him with this treasure. So
Okay.
you're not sure if this was Xiaox or what, but it's not his concern at the moment.
Right. Yeah, I figured that. It was kind of an awkward moment.
Not that you stopped, but I imagine you looked him in the
Correct.
eye.
Yeah.
more slowly swept treasure into your bags.
Yeah. Kind of like, yeah, just, don't mind me. Shit.
Just like a cat when they look you directly in the eye as they slowly knock over the vase.
That's right.
Let's see how I need to see what kind of bag. I can get to the. No, I can't. Shit.
I didn't even think about it. Is that what Aurelia was thinking when she was urging the storm giant to jump off the bridge? Just like the overwhelming urge to see something fall over the edge.
I guess I would use my dash action to go back over to get in the back of the room where the body of Mantikin is. And of course, as I run by Stony, I pick up a gem and go put it in his pocket, reach up. It brings out your eyes, and run past him. And I'm going to check over. I know you said he didn't have anything on. I'm just going to, well, I use my action to dash over to him over the piles of treasure. But I'm just doing a quick once over to look to see if he has anything magical on him, or he's wearing a necklace, or he's got a special magic tooth
Yeah, he doesn't
ninth
have
level
any.
spell casting or something, or
He does not have anything magical on him.
and to make sure he's dead.
He is dead.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Zarius.
Well, so they didn't come in.
They moved, this one at least moved as far as he can go. The rest sort of positioned themselves since he hadn't moved in yet. You would imagine that they are planning on coming into the room.
Sure. Oh, shit. You know what? Oh, it didn't matter. Nobody was hurt when those guys died, right?
Which guys died?
The Manticore and Lucerosi. I think I literally just healed everybody when Lucerosi died.
Right.
I don't know if anybody had been hit when the Manticore died.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Got that ability to heal somebody for hit die whenever something dies. So, okay. My capabilities are quite limited at the moment.
So you're gonna hold position?
I think I can just take a couple steps forward, and I like to imagine, because I'm fairly tall, I just kind of hand on Teal's shoulder and face forward and spit the acid across over his shoulder. At this guy.
Okay.
So he has to make a DC 17 dexterity save. And he will receive half the damage if he actually succeeds.
Yes.
That's a terrible roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, said a deck save?
Dex, yeah.
He's not good deck saves.
And then I just step back again.
Keyhole.
Teal steps forward and sees 5 of them because he could only see like a little bit of one from where his previous vantage point was. He's going to take a step forward towards the door and attempt to punch this one.
This is a Leonard Skinner song for a second.
I mean, give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps in the midst.
Wow.
Those are all hits, I believe. Yep.
It's good damage. 20. 24, 45.
T-Hole's is full on anime character. It's fucking
Full on
flurry of attacks. Yep.
A Luffy or a One Punch Man, normal consecutive punches.
Yeah.
I get 106.
Yeah, I got that too.
So that takes him down to less than half.
You stand it. Anybody else want some?
Anything else
Gotta
you're
be
doing?
into it.
He's gonna step back. But that's it.
Clave.
All right. Well, since they didn't approach, he will approach and then start slashing. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice.
Hey. So only the 11 missed.
Okay, so then we got what is it 2d8 plus 4, 16, 20. So 34. 4 plus 18 plus only the 11 missed, you said?
Yep.
16 plus 9 plus 13 plus
So the crit was 35.
So I got, that seems high, 136.
Oh yeah, I calculated the crit. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's right. So you're gonna kill him before you get to that point.
Okay.
So I believe the tail crit isn't necessary to kill that guy.
All right. I think I moved 10 feet to get here.
Yep.
So 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'll do that at this guy.
Okay. So we'll take another 35. He's especially not looking good because he took the full lightning damage.
So with I like to envision that with all the slashes, I actually chopped straight through him, like flying pieces of flesh just going everywhere, blood going everywhere. And then with Cadam, the stab just kind of was right through the open meat of a sliced off peck, and then just burst with radiant energy and singed him from the inside, burning his the internal chest cavity.
That's awesomely gruesome.
Expect nothing less.
Force your body mutilation into our game.
I mean,
Uh,
it's fitting. I'm a Merilith right now.
so you can get to there. Oh, I should see if he gets this thing back. He does. Not as useful against them, though. So he's going to attack the wounded one, the one you just hit with his greatsword. That's a hit. So he also manages to bring down this one. So second one is dead. And you can see the cloud giants are rethinking their strategy. But this one, he is going to cast a spell. And let's see. Size can he affect? So he is going to cast telekinesis, and he is going to attempt to telekinetically grapple with the Marilith, who is huge, so he can do it. Marilith has to make me a strength check.
Just straight strength check.
Yep. You are able to overpower his telekinesis.
I like to imagine that it's a mixture. It's not really the strength. It's Clave's own kinetic prowess kind of creating a shield over him and kind of making it wash over.
So he is going to step up. The one who's closest to you is going to step up with his Morning Star and strike you. He can strike out. He has reach, so he can hit you from there. Or try to hit you from there.
Okay. I allow him to hit me so he knows how pathetic it is because it does nothing. I'm immune.
Right. And this one's going to attack Shalk. And hit once. That's their turn. These guys are going to start actually seeing that their king is in a fight. They will fly out. No, they're not going to be able to make the whole way. They're going to have to double move. So they will fly around.
Shalk has been hit, right?
Yes, several times by rocks and morning stars.
Um, I'll give him some hit die and healing when one of these guys dies.
Okay, two of them have died in this round,
I think I can only do it once per round.
right? But he gets 16 back. Uh, so he is gonna move. He's not gonna be able to get up and around, but he will pick up one of the rocks and get at least to here, and then Steiner is going to throw that rock. And hit. Aurelia.
Okay, so I've established there's nothing, this thing is dead and there's nothing else to take, worth taking from it. Yeah, I'm gonna dash over here. I'm trying to stay out of the way of the door. I don't want to get hit by a rock come flying through,
Okay.
grabbing gems as I go along.
Anything else you're doing?
Nope.
Zarius.
Um, still not quite to a point where I'd want to use a spell slot, I think. But I'll just, call not too loudly, just like make sure they do not get away. Have any of these guys look like they've been hit yet?
Uh, so all the guys on the front line have been hit. This guy has not been.
Right. Okay. Um, let's. I'll target this one with a. Toll the Dead. Oh my god! Look at that. Please fucking fail.
Technically, he gets another +4 to that, but I rolled the wrong thing. Oh, re-roll. There, he failed.
Delightful. The dolorous bells ring for you.
So he stumbles backward, knocking into the roost behind him, being hit with this wave of necrotic energy. Anything else you're doing?
No, I don't think so. I need to be able to make sure I can still see things, so I'm gonna stand here precariously.
Okay.
That
T-hole.
was a sick damage roll, man.
I know.
Way better than the last one you rolled.
The last damage roll I did. Oh yeah, well sure. The last damage roll I rolled for that spell was 40. That cantrip, but he made the save. It was against Luferosi.
I don't know what I was thinking then.
Something wasn't that great for sure. It was for that acid.
Gonna move 20 feet or so, and then step into the room. Yep. It's probably like another 20 feet, 15, 20 feet. Yeah, so he steps on the corpse of one of the giants. And he's gonna hit this one. Well, a double crit fail.
Two crits.
He died. Let's
44.
You got 91 before your martial arts die. And you managed to bring him down with your martial arts die.
And he steps forward. He steps forward and says, "You will end here as payment for following Hellweir into this madness that he has so delved himself into." And like steps forward a few feet, towards this one. And that'll be his turn.
Glaive. So tail missed. Let's see. 14 is the AC you're trying to hit, so everything else hit. I get 65.
I was muted. Yeah, that's what I got too.
So he's still at about half at this point. He wasn't as damaged as the other one. But neither of the cloud giants are looking very confident anymore, since 3 of them have been slaughtered in the past 10 seconds. So who here understands giant
Keyhole.
and the 2 actual giants? But so those of you who can understand them hear the cloud giant who's now surrounded yell to the cloud giant who's concentrating on telekinesis and otherwise undamaged to run and alert Hellweir that the fight does not go well.
I said, don't let him get away.
But it's Shielk's turn. He can reach over. That's about 10 feet. So he will attack this guy. That's it. He's still up. He could take that again. And it's the cloud giant's turn. This guy is going to bolt.
God damn it, King. I told you don't let him get away.
Don't worry, I got this.
You useless bastard.
And this guy who's completely surrounded
Will attempt to disengage and leave.
Not, that's not his plan. Not exactly. He's going to use a bonus action to Misty Step to move. Let's see, who would that be? Going to appear here. Then he's gonna use his move. Well, yeah, he'll use his move to get to there. He's gonna cast Fly on himself. And then fly off in this direction.
Asshole can do 2 spells in 1 turn.
He can. That's true. I didn't think about that. Let's see. He's going to take his chances and jump off the edge.
Got a plan for that one.
And he's not crazy. He's not going to sacrifice himself just fighting off intruders. So they don't know what to do now. So who wants to go next? Technically, it's Aurelia. That one guy is just running down the hallway to go tell Hellware. The other guy has jumped off into the clouds.
When it's my turn, I'm gonna use Dimension Door to try and teleport in front of him.
So Aurelia, are you doing anything before that happens?
No, I'll get back out into the room, see what's going on. If I don't see him, then yeah, I can't do anything, so.
Zarius?
Oh, I guess I don't. Had anybody been hit when this guy died?
I mean, Shalk is still down a lot.
Okay. I'll let him. I'll let him get the healing on that one too. But otherwise, no. I just got to run.
Okay, so Clave, you can go.
All right. So let me just double check and make sure. I believe I have the spell slot for this. I do. So
So where are you dimension dooring to exactly?
um 190 feet north by northwest.
Okay.
Actually, no, because I remember the layout of. Well, wait a minute. Where did we come up from?
We came up from here.
Okay. So I want to know. I mean, we went through this hallway, but I would know. So I probably wouldn't go that far. I probably would have went. Well, we know that the room where Hellweir is here, right? Because Shell pointed it out to us when we came up here.
Well, so this was the room you came into through this stairwell. And he said that Hellware was essentially in this room.
Okay. So then this is a door that I've been through,
No, that's
or
not a door.
this is a door that we've been through.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, I my token got moved anyways, and so it's up to you if I
No,
can
you can
reposition or
move
not.
to wherever you want it to be.
Okay. All right. So I right here is probably good. And then I'd use my movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. And then that would be my turn.
Okay. So he still has telekinesis up. So he is going to attempt to grapple you again. That is not the right guy. Can I close this thing? There it is. So make me a strength check. So you beat him.
You are not going anywhere. That's my turn.
Right.
Oh,
His
yeah.
turn was right. His turn was to attempt to grapple you with the telekinesis he has up.
Okay.
Well, that was at least his action. I think it's an action. Pretty sure it's an action. Yep. And that didn't work. Yeah, you can see he's going to try to power through you next turn.
Okay.
That's his turn. Shelk will move. That's him double moving. Wait. Oh, I see. I took him out of order. Forgot that there were other people involved in this fight. Let's see. Now, these guys can fly pretty far, so they can't all quite get into range, but 3 of them can. So they start ripping into his skin with little flashes of lightning hitting him. And he takes some damage. He appears to be resistant to lightning damage, though. This guy has to move around. Aurelia. Steiner and the Storm Giant King seem to be running out of the room after that Cloud Giant.
Okay. Did Zarius is with me to T-hole Lee already?
T-hole's there.
Yeah, he's
We've
there.
talked-
All this shit.
He's just standing atop the corpse of a Cloud Giant.
He's somewhere under there. To me, he's underneath the corpse of the cloud giant.
Okay, I'll move and check the cloud giants to see if they have anything worthwhile taking that I could use.
No, all their stuff is like giant sized. One of them does have like you could probably use it. It's probably for him more like a fife, but for you, it's like an enormous flute weighing 15 pounds.
Does it look like it's magical or just?
No, it's well made, but not necessarily magical. You're not sure if it's magical.
Okay. And that would probably require me to attune to it and all that good shit. No, I won't worry about that. I'll keep moving on. Because I assume we're not gonna hang out here.
So Zarius.
Is this giant perhaps big enough that I could stand in his space?
You can move through his space.
Okay, well, let's see, I only have 5 more feet. And if I could get the 5 more feet, I could actually hit that giant with something, but
I
Is
mean,
the
for
giant
this,
wearing a kilt? Because that would be awesome. You just hanging out under his.
and that would also, you know what? That is now what's happening with this giant, because that also calls back to the many giant cocks you've grabbed onto over the course of the campaign.
normally we're beating him up though.
I mean, I am very glad that we got in references to Daggerface and now giant dicks.
Towards the end, yeah, we have
Circle's almost complete.
Here in the final episode, it all comes back.
to.
So yeah, I will say, if you want to stand under the kilt, you can get the extra 5 feet.
But then I feel like I wouldn't be able to see him then.
He'd be lost under all that.
You just
dick.
have to use,
Oh,
yeah, you just have to use one arm to hold the giant schlong aside.
Except
Oh,
with a
wait.
giant of this size, it's probably as heavy as one of those like punching bags.
Right.
It's not easy to move.
I mean, if I can stand here and cast the spell, I'll do it.
Okay.
Delightful. Toll of the Dead. Way less damage this time.
You got 19 anyway.
Indeed. This asshole. All right. Kepri will give bless to. Well, I'll have Kepri move this direction and give a bless to the Marilith, and to T-Hole, and to the giant.
Okay.
The giant king, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Heal.
He's going to check out this new spot that just opened. Yeah, apparently opened up. He doesn't want to miss out.
Green line is all of a sudden.
Yeah, so he's gonna make it towards the top. And he's going to pause and Yeah, because he can't move through.
I mean, you can move through, you're supposed to end on a square that's not being occupied.
Hmm.
Although in your case in particular, I would say since you can run up walls anyway, I would probably just let you end even in his square normally.
Okay. I will kind of run past after burning a Kai point to activate Step of the Wind, because this was about 60-ish. So Step of the Wind, so I can move a little closer.
Okay.
And then he's going to just do 2 regular plain old attacks on the hill giant.
Cloud giant, but they both
Oh,
hit.
giant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Cool. That's 21. Martial arts die.
Has he made concentration checks for the telekinesis?
He has not.
That's going to be all at T-Hole's turn.
Oh. Let's see. I don't think he can fail unless some of your attacks.
I haven't attacked him since he's had telekinesis up.
So he can't actually fail a DC 10. But it's your turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the 12 missed and the 11 missed.
15 plus 15, 10, 12. Okay, not minus 12. I got 59.
Yeah, so did I. And he is officially bloodied and below half. So he's gonna, I know what he would like to do, but he's in trouble. Shulk can't really get to him now. I guess he could. Okay, so he's still kind of blocking everything. Uh, Not super effective against him, but he's going to use his lightning thing again. And he's going to move up and hurl a rock, although this guy has cover against the rock.
Wait, don't you mean it's a storm giant or a cloud giant now?
Right. Yeah. This storm giant is going to throw a rock.
Oh,
Oh, I see. You're right. I was misreading the chart. So, look. So the cloud giant is going to try something because he's unaware that it's probably not going to work. But he drops concentration on telekinesis and casts a different spell on himself, fly. so that he can attempt to fly up and over the Marilith, and then Teal's going to hit him and reduce his speed to 0. So Teal, roll me an attack. Unless you choose to let him leave. So that's up to you.
I don't know.
No, that actually unfortunately hits him unfortunately for him because of fucking foresight. So his speed's reduced to 0 and he takes 11 damage.
Yeah.
And he wastes his turn. These guys go. Then this last guy shoots a lance of wind at him. He's pretty much on his last legs after that. And the storm giant will then throw a rock, which is what I was thought he was doing last time. But the giant does have some cover from this. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so the giant's head gets caved in with a rock from behind. And he falls over in front of the Marilith.
Nice.
I'll
Jalk
give him
then
the hit points. Or yeah, I'll give him the hit points.
So Shialk then says that he can't risk the safety of the souls of his grandchildren, but that T-hole is through this set of doors in the chamber beyond. And he's probably there with several giants and ODSO. He asks you to maybe not kill Princess Shygon, although she is dominated by Hellweir, that is his daughter and the mother of his grandchildren.
Where are your
But
children or your grandchildren?
their souls are being stored magically in Hellweir's ring. But their bodies are kept in my chamber.
While this is going on, ooh. Okay, yeah, for now. I am going to transform into Kuveatak. Can I squeeze in this hallway in that form?
You can, but you'll be at disadvantage in melee attacks.
Oh wow, Kuveatak's really big. He might not even fit in the room with all these people. That's fine.
We will do our best.
And he tells Steiner that if Steiner wants to go with him, he can. Steiner agrees, and they embrace as he thinks Steiner is probably going to his death.
You never know. It's quite possible.
And that's where we can end it this time. I do think this may have been the actual penultimate session, though.
It, it seems
We
like
don't-
that could be the case.
We
But
don't know the
you never
meaning of
know.
the word.
Right. But I don't know how you're going to split the party next time and do other things.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. We
I
don't
have-
need to split the party. All you need to do is dominate somebody, and then it's over.
Right.
You've effectively split the party.
Yeah, that was fun.
I can say at one point, Mike, I thought you were going to do something different, and I was totally down for it, and then you didn't. So I will let you know how you disappointed me and let me down in an email. So thanks everyone for playing.
Yes, thanks for running.
Yeah, thanks, Kurt. This was fun.
Yeah, thanks for running.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good night.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
You
good luck.
too.